gonna get him. Yeah, I think she will too. I hope not, but we never know. She's been talking to everyone around me. What is this? Amulet of Blackened Mirror. Whenever the wearer of this amulet uses a hex, the DC of saving throw against it is increased by 1. Nice. Nice. Look what I got for you, girl. No, you. Put this on. Okay. That's very interesting. I still need to look this tent again. More loot. And this one. Maybe Nura is here and I can talk to her as well. She is here. There's no more loot. Okay, guys. Knight Commander, how can I help? There is much I can do. Just ask. You probably heard about the wound I have, and the one that sometimes opens in my chest. Can you perhaps tell me if it's some kind of demonic curse? Yes, indeed. I've been told of your affliction. Can you will the wound to open? No? That's a shame. That's sus. What can you tell me about this wound? Well, it's difficult to say. I know of blades that leave never healing wounds, cuts, of poisons that stop wounds from healing. I've heard of witches' curses that are rewarded with eternal wounds, but wounds that seem to reopen and heal over and over. Perhaps you know of other cases like this? Let's think. In 4671, a Mendevian armor corporal had all his bones and cartilage turned to glass. In 4700, a scribe in Cannabis had all her skin simply come away when she'd been boiled. You won't happen to insects crawling over you? Locusts? No? Rats, perhaps? Too bad. Do you think it's dangerous? Most likely is dangerous, but you are under the protection of Yomade, Commander. She granted you the mythic power, as they say. Surely the inheritor would not leave you to face this alone. Have you perhaps noticed that the wound opens at moments when you waver in your faith? Perhaps it's triggered by doubt? So she knows nothing. Great. I'm sorry I couldn't tell you anything useful. I'll be sure to study this matter and consult a few of my encyclopedias. Tell me about you. Oh my, I could tell you so many amazing things, and you choose the most boring one of all. But alright, about myself then. Where are you from? Isger, a small piece of land that proudly calls itself a country, though it hasn't been independent from a single day in all the centuries it existed. They have a lot of natural pride, but all of it is borrowed, always looking for the great day when they can at least be free from the rules of Kaliaks. The Isgari love talking politics. If two of them start bargaining over beats in the market, you can be sure that they will end up arguing about whether an independent Isgar will be a monarchy or a republic. I've always found it funny to listen to, and a little disgusting. You see, there are a lot of us halflings in the country, but very few are citizens. Most are slaves. I was lucky. I've always been clever, ever since I was little. I mean, you're still little. So they sent me to a school instead of making me do grunt work. They taught me to count and write, and I was so the secretary to Lord Axelar Trasbot. He's the one I left Isgard with, never to return, I hope. Why did you come to serve the queen? I was a slave of this lord in Isgard, my homeland. Oh, what a man he was. He towered over his fellows like a rock over a garbage heap. A true hero. He brought me a simple secretary, but he made me learn the history of the world wound, all of it, one volume after another. He hired tutors for me, and even sent me to meet prominent historians. Didn't want a simple slave, but a slave with an impeccable education. Lord Trasbot was going on a crusade. He firmly believed that the servants of his good gods, were weak, and only a follower of Asmodeus would stand against the demon invasion. He took me along as a secretary, as a historian, and most importantly, he entrusted me with recording his glorious story for future generations. In his crusade, Lord Tresbot performed many brave feats, but even he could not stand against the word wound alone. In his final battle with the demons, when my lord realized he was doomed, his final act was to cover my retreat so that I could tell the world of his great deeds. Some people have said that what he did was not heroic, just an arrogant Morim puffing himself up one last time. But I say, curse their tongues. What do you think about Nura? The way she speaks makes me sus. I don't know her intentions yet. I mean, she just feels like another character, just like the other ones, like the one that just retrained Ember and, you know, the merchant. Don't know their intentions. She's an incognita. My difficult journey ended in Mindev, where I found my freedom. There, I published Lord Tresbot's biography. Did my internet die? No. Hmm. Did I drop? No, it doesn't seem like it. My Steam is weird though. Let me know if I disconnect it, guys. Give me hmm. Stream's good. Interesting, because Steam is disconnecting and reconnecting the friends list for some reason. Hmm. Where was I? Oh right. Who am I kidding? Of course I do. The book sold in great numbers and made me rather famous for a time. That's what brought me to the Queen's attention. She invited me to her court. After all, she was curious about my deceased lord, and she was in great need of an expert on the history of the world wound. I hope you find me useful as well. So you're not just a historian, but a writer too. So just like Lindsay. Mm. Mm. Will you write a book about my crusade? Haha, why not? As soon as we finish off the demons, I'll get right to it. Just take care that you don't end up like Lord Transport. Do you worship anyone? She makes a wry face. When I was a slave in Isgard, they would beat me with a stick to force me into believing in Asmodeus. They hit me and said it was for my own good. Ever since then, I don't like temples. I realize there are different gods like Desna or Caden who teach goodness and freedom, but it's just as soon as I smell Franken cheese, I see the slaver's driver's stick. Maybe one day I'll be able to turn to a deity without cringing from a blow for not being reverent enough. But for now, let others pray for me. Hey, Sakarina. Hi. Good evening to you too. I mean, I've been streaming for 4 hours now. Soon be gone. It's kind of late here, but I'm still doing all conversations. I want to get off of this camp, and there's so much to do, so many people to talk to, so many new things at all times. We never know. Are you better today? I am. I'm better today. I'm. I mean, you know, one day at a time. Okay, perception check. Nura sounds sincere, but you feel she's holding something back. Huh. Thank you for your answers. Really, I'm gonna have to know. You acting sus? I'm hiding something. Well, it's not. It's not really hiding. It's health. It's based off my health. I got some blood results back, and um, some things might lead to more things that might lead to more things. That explains a lot of things. But I have a doctor's appointment on Friday, so I should know. by then. I'll tell you guys on Sunday anyway, if anything is serious or not. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. I'll be fine. I'm always fine. Tell me the history of the word wound. Oh god. Really? I don't want to. I could talk about that for hours. What exactly do you want to know? I don't. You know what? I'm gonna leave this for future. No, just let's hope she's there forever. Is there a quest from this girl that I have to take now that makes me go through all of this? Anyone? You're my new friend. Shush. No, but she leaves pretty soon. Oh gosh, I don't know how to say it in English, but forces. Yeah, it's, I mean, um, better health to you. They don't really. English is a very simplistic wording, you know, like they don't have many specific words for stuff like we do in Portuguese. She leaves pretty soon permanently. Oh my god. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through all this. I'm not gonna read them all out. I can't make it. I've been streaming for 4 hours and it's been talking, constantly talking and reading all of this time. So if she's gonna leave pretty soon permanently, I'm just gonna go through all of this and I'm gonna let you guys read it through. Tell me about Sarkoris. Country was ruled by priests of forgotten deities and shamans. If you guys watching this on YouTube, you can stop and read through everything if you want to. I don't want to, honestly. Boundary between worlds was especially thin in this region. Since ancient time, this cardi that had his claws sunk deep into the minds of the locals. I say this and I keep reading. Ah. Okay. How did the world womb come to be? The year Arden died, a little over a century ago. Connection with Arden's death, but that soon we know. The priests and shamans who ruled Turquoise hated arcane magic and all who practiced it. Wizards and sorcerers were driven from the land, or worse. One of their prisons held a witch named Arlu Vorlash. You know nothing about her. Managed to harness the terrible power of the Skari. Together the Tord opened the barrier between worlds and opened the world wound. Sometimes I think, what did they do to Arlo in that prison? Just imagine, she was ready to give herself to the abyss. If only the demons might devour her torturers along with her. To imagine such hatred, it terrifies me. First Crusade. Okay, took the church. Sarkoris was only supported by a handful of volunteers. Demons had already invaded Mendev. Blah blah blah. There was Drazen. Drazen was a fortress by then. 8 years after it began, the First Crusade was declared victorious. First triumph of the Crusaders and the last. Second Crusade. Worldwound expanded. More demons. Last time they routed the forces of the Abyss and they welcomed another chance to prove themselves. They faced a large and organized army of demons. Dresden was besieged. The Crusaders lost all the lands they won back before. They had to retreat. Sarkoris then became fully demonized. Monsters were devoured and protected lands. Crusaders erected a chain of ward stones. So that's when the ward stones became to be on the Second Crusade. Catastrophe had become a stalemate, the cost of tremendous sacrifice. Okay, so Third Crusade. 50 years after the world wound opened, this Skari found an ally, Baphomet. Demon Lord. set his enemies against each other. Okay. For a time, no one suspected anything. Once valor probably stood, now greed and dumb cruelty reigned. The church announced a new crusade, hoping to boost morale. They didn't succeed. Some fought the demons in earnest, but the Third Crusade would be remembered as a witch hunt in every sense. That's when the Inquisitors started. Sometimes happened that two orders would denounce each other as traitors and wipe each other out. Wow. Just 3 years later, the church put the disgrace to an end. Of all crusades, that one was the least glorious. Now, the one before us. Demons had no intention of sitting quietly caged behind the wardstones. So that's probably when they took Dresden out. It was pretty much given. Crusaders drove the demons away from the city. Fourth Crusade lasted about 15 years. Demons attacked, they were pushed back. Only achievement was that they didn't let a single wardstone fall. They didn't retake the Silver Land, to say nothing of Dresden. So many lives just remained a stalemate. You can imagine how that affected morale. Okay. Alright. We did it. We did it. We talked pretty much about everything. I've pretty much looted everything. That's interesting. Every time I think that every time the... Maybe I bugged. Maybe the... Where is her? Oh yeah, I have talked to Darren again. Hi. So I think I bugged when I respect Ember. And it updated the page. Every time it reloads, she appears once again. Maybe I should think about that. So every time it reloads, I have to talk to Kaelissa. I have to find her in my map. I'd love to visit Heaven's Edge and see the Arendelle estate someday. Oh, I was just about to mention it myself. I've been thinking, now that I'm in the middle of this whole crusade nonsense, I simply must devise new ways to have fun. With all the recent commotion, my birthday completely slipped my mind. What if we were to celebrate at the Heaven's Edge? Not far from here, and you would get to enjoy a banquet in the bona fide haunted house. Since you're my superior, and I'm your advisor, I'm obliged to ask your permission to leave for the festivities, and I want to invite you too. I'm sure the commander can free up an afternoon while the soldiers are on leave. Okay, let's do it. Perfect. You'll have a ball, I'll make sure of it. Something strange flickers in there in a smile. That is interesting. Okay, do we have anything else to do? Need to take Sozio with me. Band of cultists. Retreating. Nameless ruins with Nenio. I need to take Nenio. I have nothing with Camellia, so I'm not gonna keep her in my party. So I need to take Nenio and Sozio. I don't even know what they're using. What does Sozio use? Like, he's new. You like glaives. What do you do? Okay. Yeah, so he likes glaives. Do I have any good one? Let's see. Do I have any good glaive for him?
Forwards! No backwards, backwards!
You get an extremely good one soon. I do. I have Dark Horn. I'm gonna make him equip that one. There's also this one, Marching Terror. Let's see, which one is the best? There's a short spear and a scythe. Okay. Let's see, which one he likes the most? So, whenever this +1 glaive lands a hit on a new enemy for the first time, the target receives negative end damage. Oh. And all other enemies must pass a will saving throw or become frightened from 1 hour. That's good. Bit chaotic, but good. Glaive popular among Baphomet's warriors. Touching the handle is enough to sense the latent evil within its weapon. Oh, it does deal also negative damage. Okay. Let's keep that here. Let's unequip this ugly thing. I'm gonna give you both of them. This one? (1d10 + 5). Yeah, this one is still better. This one deals a whole lot of damage. Although I like the frightened thing. But I just don't think it's I don't know, I don't think it's that great. Chaos Breaker, you stay back there. Yeah. I didn't find the queen. Does anyone know where the queen is? Mr. Queenie? Where are you?
Trail me.
She is, she's hidden somewhere. It's not you. It's probably alone. In a noticeable spot. Probably her, here. No. This direction, lower right. Here? I'm all turned around. Okay, so I'm looking like this. So this is my point of view. Also, loot. Excuse me. She's in a corner somewhere. Maybe this recruit? No. You? You? Maybe here? Maybe she's not on the map yet? Yeah, there's no one here. Maybe she is here. In this corner. Should be right there where you are. Yeah. So this definitely looks like a place where she would be. But she's not
What's
here
in my
yet.
food?
Okay. Alright. So I don't believe I need to rest. Yeah, I don't believe I need to rest. Opinion is already being used by me. We are pretty cool. So, before leaving, I'm gonna be telling you guys this is it for today. I'm sorry. End of 7th stream, 21st. Wait, is this the correct one? 6, 7, no, 8. I'm sorry, guys. This is it for me. For tonight, I am exhausted. I've been streaming for 4 hours and a half, which is a big stretch for a weekday. I really appreciate you all coming here. Like, really, really it means so much to me. I know that I've been getting low numbers recently, but I don't really care. As long as my regulars, my friends are here and you're enjoying and I'm making a good show. Um, Thank you so much for coming. Once again, it means everything, really. I hope to see you guys again tomorrow evening. I am streaming as of this point, which I think is going to just get more interesting. Today's stream was but a bunch of um, lore stuff, which is going to happen from time to time, especially when we start new acts. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of the evening. And I'll see you next time. Bye.